Hi everyone, it's Rocio and I'm here to walk you through building a brand new house. As you might be able to notice, Beatrice has an empty lot right now, which means we're going to start from the ground up. As I enter build mode, it gives me the option to start to create the initial floor plan for my house. Just like it says on top, all I have to do is click and drag. A quick disclaimer, I'm not a great builder, so poor Beatrice. Now there are a couple of tools here when I click. This one in particular allows me to create a wall so that I can create dividers. And you can place dividers diagonally, you can place them on the grid, you can place them off the grid. Just make sure to place them in your house. This next tool allows me to add to the floor plan, very similar to how I created the original floor plan. All I have to do is click and drag. And I'm going to do this a few times and make this kind of a funky shaped house. Well, isn't this house shaping up in just the most interesting ways? Now let me show you another tool. This one removes from the house plan. So if I wanted to say, get rid of the middle of this house, I could do that. As fun as it is for me, I don't think Beatrice would appreciate that, so I'm gonna go ahead and undo that. Next up, let me show you how to add rooms. So you go ahead and click this button and then just drag the room where you'd like it to be. And now that I've made it, I can add a doorway to it. Maybe this is the bathroom, I don't know yet. Now, you might be asking yourself, how can a human being live in this house? I think Beatrice is asking herself that right now, too. Our next tool allows you to move the house. You can rotate it. You can move it up or down in case you want to add a foundation, as well as moving it north, south, east, and west. This final tool allows me to remove walls, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one stray wall in the middle of the room and open up the floor plan again. And voila, that is the basics of building a floor plan. That being said, we're not done here. I want to show you a little bit more. Beatrice deserves the best in life, so we're going to give her some more floors. Let's move up to the top floor of my house currently. Similar to when I first started building the house, now I have the option to add to the floor plan. Let's make sure Beatrice has some shade in the back of her house and make this into a bit of an overhang. Opening up the floor plan tools, I have the same options I had on the first floor. I'm going to go ahead and continue to extend this second floor to make it a little bit more livable. That being said, I'm not going to give up my avant-garde stylistic choices, so I'm going to just keep extending this and making it look like a pyramid. Now, I don't see why we should stop there, so I'm going to go ahead and add a third floor, because Beatrice deserves it all. Let's go ahead and add the top of the pyramid, and this could be maybe her little attic. Now that we have our floors, let's go ahead and walk through our stair options. You can have free placement stairs, you can place an exterior anchored porch, and let me show you how to add a balcony now. Again, I'm just letting the spirit of architecture overtake me as I make this porch. Now that I've drawn it out, I can go ahead and add some railing. We have a couple of options here, but I'm going to go with the tallest one so that they stay extra safe. Now there are a few different styles of porch that I'll walk you through. As you can tell, I started off with the stilts, but I can move on to the cantilever, the slab. I kind of like the cantilever, especially since I put up the railing, so they should be safe. I say the more the merrier with this house, so let's add some stairs to this porch. They're a bit long, so let me go ahead and shorten those. In addition to changing the size, the width of the stairs, you can change the material. I'm going to go ahead and make those stone steps because this is an outdoor staircase. I can also move the steps, and I'll move them a bit to the right so that she can actually enter her house. And perfect. Let's go ahead and add a door next because right now there's no way to get in or out. You just go ahead and click on the door icon. I'm going to pick something a little more modern for my very modern house. I click place and set it on the wall that I'd like it to be on, and of course I can move that as well. Now I won't make you sit through 30 seconds to a minute of me messing with this door color, so I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up, and I hope you enjoy my process. Now let's see about adding inside stairs. Once I click on the staircase type that I want, it'll show me where the floor above it would connect it. I'm going to go ahead and place it right there, and again I have the option to add a railing. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and leave the railing. Again, I'd rather be safe than sorry. And just like the outside stairs, I can go ahead and pick the material that makes the most sense. Let's just go ahead and go with a simple hardwood. And again, you can change the length of the staircase, the width of the staircase. Let's go with a narrow one because I don't think she's going to the attic too often. I'll also go ahead and adjust the landing size of this staircase so that we have a little bit more runway to the attic. And you can always change it once you see what it looks like on the floor above. In this case, let's move it a little closer to the edge of the room just so that she has more real estate to work with in the attic. Let's speed up my placement a bit because we're going to the roof. As interesting as our weird house is, it is pretty flat right now. So let's go ahead and open our roof options. As you can see, there are a bunch of different options. I'll go ahead and scroll through them. Some options include mansard roofs, they include gable roofs. Just a side note as I scroll, but I more than doubled the number of roof types that I know just from working on this game. I'm going to use this auto fit roof feature. From that, I got a roof that I think will really work for this floor, so I'm just going to go ahead and move that into position. And of course, I can always resize the roof. Now, we won't finish Beatrice's house today, but for a final touch on this video, let's go ahead and add some texture to this roof. I'm going to go ahead and go with a classic red tile look. Again, you can scale this, so I'm going to go ahead and change the tile size a bit. And that looks nice. I think it is a little too bright though. So let's go ahead and make it a bit darker. And voila! Thank you for joining me on this architectural journey. There's still more to building, so we might see Beatrice's house again. Hope you enjoyed and see you next time.